Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What part of your life do you already know you're going to wish you had the courage to change sooner? And be honest, what's stopping you? Most people don't choose the life they want. They choose the life they're used to. A lot of people know they're unhappy. They know something feels off. They know their life doesn't really fit. And yet, they stay. Not because they're stupid, not because they're lazy, not because they don't want more, but because staying feels safer than admitting they're responsible for change. Let me ask you something. Which feels scarier? Staying in a life that quietly drains you, or admitting you're the one keeping yourself there? Most people avoid the second. Familiar pain is predictable. You know what it feels like. You know what to expect. You know how to survive it. Unfamiliar change? That requires risk, ownership, uncertainty. And the human brain hates all three. So we start negotiating with ourselves. It's not that bad. Other people have it worse. At least it's stable. I should be grateful. Those aren't thoughts. They're excuses that protect you from having to decide. Because admitting, I'm choosing this, is heavier than saying, I'm stuck with this. One implies responsibility. The other implies victimhood. Most people choose the version that hurts less in the short term. So they stay. They scroll. They distract. They get busy. They numb. Not because they're broken, but because avoiding discomfort feels easier than facing themselves. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Your identity can become built around tolerating things. You become the reliable one, the responsible one, the one who pushes through. But pushing through something that's slowly killing you isn't strength. It's self-abandonment. Let me ask you this. If nobody judged you, if nobody was disappointed, if nobody had expectations, what would you stop doing? That answer is honest, even if you don't like it. Another uncomfortable truth. Most people don't actually fear failure. They fear being seen trying. They fear being seen choosing differently. They fear being responsible for what happens next. So they wait for clarity, for confidence, for the perfect moment. But those don't come first. Choice comes first. Familiar pain slowly convinces you that this is just how life is, that this is adulthood, that this is maturity. But there's a difference between being responsible and being resigned. One is conscious. The other is quiet surrender. This isn't about quitting everything. It's not about burning your life down. It's about noticing where you've been calling survival stability and calling fear being realistic. Let me ask you something simple. What part of your life do you keep saying you'll change someday? Be honest. Because someday usually means I'm avoiding taking responsibility. Most change doesn't start with confidence. It starts with a quiet admission. This isn't working anymore. That thought matters. Don't bury it. You don't need a full plan. You don't need permission. You don't need certainty. You don't need to know who you'll become. You just need to stop protecting the lie. Most people don't stay because they love their life. They stay because they're afraid of who they'd be without their excuses. You're already becoming someone. Every day. Either the person who chooses or the person who avoids. There is no neutral. So maybe the real question isn't, can I change my life? Maybe it's, when am I going to stop pretending I don't have a choice?